the arguments between Jesus and the religious authorities in general were very public, and it was to try to, I think that his adversaries tried to put Jesus in a bad light by presenting to him what they perceived to be his flaws and his shortcomings. And Jesus, at each and every turn, publicly would try to defend himself, and he would come up with just some brilliant insights. But in this, now Jesus turning his attention to the shortcomings of the scribes and the Pharisees, as we look at it, I think these continue today, and it is something that we have to be very, very careful about. And it is the movement. If our hearts are set correctly, our actions will follow. If our hearts are set on mercy, love, and service, the actions will follow. But if we don't get that part right, it can be very embarrassing to profess to be a follower of Christ, yet to have everything in disarray, to not be able to find our way. When religious figures fall, it makes the news, and it is an embarrassment for them. It's an embarrassment for their communities. So when Jesus is criticizing the Pharisees and the scribes, as he does in today's gospel, he's saying, to get that most important thing right, the goal in the movement of conversion is, first of all, personal. I have not become a Catholic to change the state of Pennsylvania. It's hard enough to change my own life, my own thinking, my own desires, my own actions. This is, first of all, a movement to the interior, so that my desires align with those of Christ, that my actions may please him, that my thoughts may be in accord with his teachings. If I get those things right, then the exterior indeed will be something that we can all look to. But if I neglect the interior in the purpose of conversion, I'm going to miss it. The goal of the gospel is not for me to change the world, but for me to change my own life. And to do that, I need Christ. To do that, the church needs Christ present in each and every one of us. And why it is so important that we gather as God's holy people to receive God's holy gifts in the assembly of the faithful. We need each other for good example, for strength and encouragement. Today we have this celebration of Saint Monica, who prayed without ceasing for the conversion of her son. This conversion took a very long time. But God was patient, Saint Monica was persistent, and indeed her prayer was answered. Let's take that as an example of the challenge of our own conversion today and throughout the rest of our lives.